Hey everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and today I'm gonna make another episode of solo queue versus 5-stack experiences. Today it's gonna be Maestro. So Maestro you'd think is kind of similar to a solo queue 5-stack, but he's very different when it comes to gameplay. Specifically, how much more you can do with a 5-stack than solo queuing. Because let's just start off with solo queuing. No one's on the same page. You don't know these teammates. And unless you ask and they want a Maestro cam in specific areas, where do you put the Maestro cams? That is the ultimate question. Where do you put the Maestro cams, right? You have no strategy. You know where you're playing, so you could put them to help you out. Or either the other thing, put them in common high traffic areas, right? That's your only two options unless someone is talkative and meta enough to actually request Maestro cams in a specific location. That's why if you play a lot of solo queue ranked and someone brings Maestro all the time, that both the cams are in objective, because where else are you going to put them? They're not going to be that useful because your other teammates are going to kind of be on cams, kind of not, but they're probably not going to be communicating, hey, I hear footsteps on this Maestro cam, right? So solo queuing, you're very, very, very limited to what you do with Maestro. In fact, I would say he's not a very good solo queue operator. Other than, I think his Alda helps, because if you really are a solo queue anchor, it's like one of the best guns on defense, right? And so I think it really helps if you're solo queuing and playing for yourself to have that Alda, but playing where you put the cams in each objective doesn't really work. And I feel like his laser beaming gets used less than solo queue too, because what some people do is they'll set up a Maestro cam and it'll be able to maybe take out some Hambana pellets, take out a thermite charge, an ace, stuff like that, a drone. And when your cam is in the objective, it's not set up to counter that stuff very well. So, you get a lot less out of Maestro. 5-stacks, however, oh my god, Maestro's amazing. So, first of all, you're going to have teammates on cams, right? And one of the things that happens in solo queue is you'll have your Maestro cam, but it's going to be facing the wrong way sometimes, right? Because you die and whatever. So if you're communicating with your teammates, you'll know kind of where to face the Maestro cams where they're placed. You're also going to have a clear idea of where they're going to be placed. And you're going to maybe get that value of sniping some charges with the Maestro cam, putting it in other spots that isn't just inside of the objective. And you might get more use out of the bailiff, right? Because other than default rotates, a lot of times in solo queue, well, at least sometimes for me, if you make a rotate hole that maybe you like, but a lot of your teammates don't, they're just going to reinforce over it. Whereas you can make a strategy with your teammates to make rotates. And I actually have this exact situation with my teammates. There's 2 rotates that are going to be made. Me, Castle, makes one, and the other one is Maestro, and he makes the other rotate. That's one of the only times I really see Maestro's bailiff being used, because I play a lot of solo queue ranked. So you're going to get more use out of the cams, not just laser beaming people when they defuse. You're going to know where to face the cams. You're going to get more value out of them with callouts. And it's just overall a much better experience with Maestro. Of course, you're still going to have that whole, the cam's facing the wrong way. You die, so you can't laser beam people. But for a fact you're going to get more value out of those because your dead teammates are going to be on cams. And they're going to, if you've got a really good team, the cameras aren't just going to be in default high traffic areas. They're going to be in areas that maybe cover your flank, cover a hatch, right? I personally like when a Maestro cam or a bulletproof or some intel device, instead of default always being in high traffic areas, can make it so I don't have to watch a door. I don't have to watch some flank area. I can, focus on one area and I know that I have eyes on behind me, or I know that in about 10 seconds they're going to open this hatch up or this wall up and I have time to actually figure out, process what's going on instead of there's a thermite charge going off, there's a Maestro cam in the room not doing anything, and I have about 3 seconds to figure out what I'm going to do to react to this thermite charge before stuff happens, right? So really, Maestro is a really fun 5-stack operator. He's hard too, and I like difficult operators. He's very difficult to kind of master in the 5-stack, but once you see how Maestro is used in a 5-stack, you're never going to want to use him in solo queue again. So guys, that's it for this video of Maestro, 5-stack versus solo queue. I probably won't have any Maestro gameplay. Or if it is, it's on console. And don't judge my console aim. It's trash. So I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games, and I'll see you guys in the next one.